want to play that song, man.
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
You want to go ahead? Give him the intro. Give him the intro, though.
Wait, hold on.
Start inviting, man.
Yeah, I'll do the intro, but what's going on with the match?
After the song, we'll find out.
Alright. Well, what's up? It's your boy Keith. Y'all already know your boy Stench. And it's just another day here at Brutally Honest. We got a lot of things to talk about today.
You don't know me yet. I'll break it back, you don't own me yet. Just face the fact you was horny. Love the fact that I'm low key, low key, low key, low key, low key.
I know they liking the mask, though. What's good, Amanda? Amanda Ortiz. Like I promised you, I got you. You're gonna get that credit. I got you. Hello, Selena. How's everybody doing? Yeah, you know me now. Break it back, you don't owe me. Just playing my lady single. Good, Amanda. Oh, y'all like the mask? They want to get like the mask. Let's give them 2 more minutes. I think that she might be the one. I think that she might be the one. The time with her, I see the sun. What's good, Kathy? I think that she might be the one. She might be the one. She even keeps that heater on. I know she's not a beating one. I think that she might be the 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 one. The times with her, I see the sun. I also see no other one. She even keeps that heater on. I know she's not a beating one. Now, what's her favorite foreplay? Mike, Wendy, que lo que, que lo que? And I'm like, damn, okay. So I'm the door so late. Beating like a carcase. Come through, it's now a short stay. I'm on this about 4 days. I think that she might be the one. Dímelo, Liz. It's been so long since I had that on, but this one's gone. And plus, she looks better without Mac on. I think that she might be the one. I think that she might be the one.
That's my shit. That's my shit.
What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? I'm feeling great. Can y'all tell? Can y'all tell?
I'm definitely feeling great, bro. I had an amazing day.
You were saying something about something? I mean, something?
Yeah, what's going on with the mask? I mean, now that the song is off.
What you mean what's going on with the mask? Killer, Dimelo Gigi, what you mean what's going on with the mask?
Is this a metaphor? I mean, are we doing the show with the mask on? What's
you
going
know
on
what?
with that?
You know, I got tired of being so different. I got tired of not trying to blend in, that I wanted to be like everybody else, bro. Because the reality is, most of us have a mask on.
Facts.
That's the point of the mask, my killer. I don't need no damn mask. Straight up. I don't need no mask. My message in all my videos, what's my message, Keith?
Be yourself.
Period.
That's it.
Period. It's always be yourself. So yes, Keith, the mask is a metaphor. The mask is a metaphor that signifies nowadays everybody wears a mask. Nowadays everybody is not who they say they really are. Nowadays everybody has a fear of being judged. This is what I'm trying to change, bro. This is what we're trying to change.
Facts.
You feel me?
That's
no more masks. Be happy with yourself. Period. How's everybody doing? Dímelo, Judy, what's lit? Shit, don't break the mask. That's fiberglass. We good. I don't buy nothing cheap, girl. There's nothing but classics, baby. Nothing but classics. Dímelo, Judy.
Speaking of that, let me ask you this, Stitch, because I just to explain it for those who don't know, because I actually had somebody come up to me over the weekend. You know, I always rock my NBC Nothing But Classics.
Appreciate that, killer.
Always support, man. You know, love is love. And I actually had somebody ask me what that was, and I had to break it down for him. But
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know I can do it, and I have the way I break down and explain it. But being that this is something that you started, co-founded, founder of, basically, I'm not gonna say co-founder, but founder of and leading this. You go ahead and explain it a little bit more. I'm definitely, in agreement with you on it, because I feel like I'm part of the movement and the process. But break it down. What exactly is NBC?
I'm gonna break it down.
That don't know?
I'm gonna break down what's NBC before we get it real good. Before we get to the juicy topics. We got a lot. All right, so NBC, right there, stands for Nothing But Classics. And like you said, so what does that mean? Classics. What's classic? Simple, classy, gentlemanlike, ladylike, carrying yourself with respect, caring about your image and your reputation as well. That's what Nothing But Classics stands for, what it's always been for since day one. What it means is when you're gonna do something, doing it right. If not, don't even waste your time.
But does that mean it's only related to music?
Well, Nothing But Classics music when it is music. But if you're doing videos, then it's Nothing But Classics video. If you just living your life, it's a lifestyle, bro. Nothing but classics. You know, like, carry yourself well. Like I had posted, you show love, I'ma spread love. It's that simple. That simple. I stand by this brand. I am the brand. We represent the brand, and it's, again, Nothing But Classics. Now, Keith, guess what happened to me over the weekend, man? I called her beautiful, and the bitch called me thirsty. I said, good morning, beautiful. Oh, look at this thirsty ass nigga.
Wow. 2018, that's what it boils down to. You can't even be polite to somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is chivalry now dead? Is chivalry now dead?
Well, here's something I can say. I'm not going to necessarily say chivalry is dead, but I will say this. A friend of mine actually recently posted, and Jessica, I told you I was going to use this, Jessica Gee. She said, chivalry in a man is extremely sexy.
Who said that?
Jessica.
Okay.
And in my comment to her, I asked her because it was literally like a while ago where you had posted, is chivalry dead? So I posted and commented to her. I said, in 2018, is chivalry dead? I mean, it could be sexy, yeah, but isn't it dead? Isn't that what most women feel nowadays anyway? Is dead?
And her response, Jessica G, thank you for that. I thought it was, but I met a few guys who give me hope. I think a lot of men are scared to show that side of themselves because it's not cool to be like that. Men and women want to act like savages so bad. And that's why chivalry is dead.
Damn.
I say chivalry is dead because nowadays you can't even give somebody a compliment without them taking it or feeling like it's extra. Like, they have this, an expectation of, oh my, you're beautiful. All of a sudden, they expect that you want to smash, that you want something extra. And you know what? I can't blame anybody. I can't blame none of y'all. I can't blame none of us. Because the reality is, look how the times is. That is the trend. So much people are playing games nowadays that you don't even know who's serious nowadays. You feel me? Now, what I'm saying is, back to my point, always be yourself. So fine. So I called Shorty beautiful. She called me, oh, I'm thirsty. I'm like, damn, this is like one of my first times even telling her that. But whatever, that's besides the point. Is that going to change me from being who I am? No. Is that going to stop me from saying to her again that she's beautiful? Yeah, because I ain't no sucker nigga. You feel me? Like, I'm a gentleman, and I'm going to show you love. But if you're not showing that love, I'm not going to give you hate. I'm just going to let you live.
But you want to know something, Stitch? I mean, not for nothing. I mean, just stating that. People will love you and hate you for the same reason. And just to give the example you mean, one girl, look at you, call you thirsty. Another girl might need that good morning, beautiful. Not for the confidence, just to know that somebody else acknowledged her. And she might love that.
Not all girls are like this. Obviously, Gigi, like, you know, we don't always have to say that. We always speak in general. Obviously, it's not every guy, it's not every woman like that. I don't have to keep repeating that in all the videos. It's already been clear. And I understand, back to the point, like, as far as people will love you and hate you for the same reason. And this is why you got to be yourself. Because I'm going to tell you something like this. Check it. I told Shorty, I can't chill with you because I got my son this weekend. And she got tight. Oh, you can't spend time with me, blah, 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 right? Okay, cool. I told somebody else, another female, the exact same things, same tone and everything. Yo, I can't chill with you because I got my son this weekend. And she was like, oh, I respect that. Oh, I love a man that's always there for their kids. So it's like, you feel me? I kept it real for myself. If you keep it real with yourself, the reaction that you get is going to be a genuine reaction that you can go by. Yeah. And you can make that decision if you want to move forward or not. We all got choices at all. You got a choice to be however you want. Remember, I also got a choice if I want to deal with it or not. You feel me? So that's what I'm always saying. Like, people will love you and hate you for the same exact reason. So that's what I'm saying. Always be yourself. Back to the point. Is chivalry dead nowadays? I don't think it is. I think it depends on the person, their background, their perspective, their education. And just to clarify about what I mean about education, I feel that you could have a master's degree, you could be a surgeon, you could be an astronaut, whatever, right? But if you treat people less than what you are, if you devalue others, if you treat people, you know, like, it's brutally honest. If you treat people like shit, I don't care what type of education you have. You sound uneducated. You sound ignorant. An educated person knows how to treat others, have morals, has standards. I mean, you could agree or disagree with that, Keith.
Nah, I definitely agree. I mean, when it comes to chivalry, I think it's also about the upbringing, what you actually saw in your life. You know, if you have role models or people that showed you how to be a man and show you chivalry. Because if you didn't, you might not know how to do it. It doesn't mean you don't know that you open the door for a lady, or if y'all eating dinner, you let her sit down first. I mean, it could be simple things. It's not much, but at the same time,
I want to ask. I understand exactly where you're coming from, and I'm going to ask you this, which I just thought about, and I'm going to ask everybody on watching right now. Chivalry is chivalry. First of all, is chivalry attached to men only? And if not, how do women show chivalry?
Interesting thing. I mean,
that's the question right now.
I think it definitely can go both ways. I think
ladies.
Chivalry is geared more towards men. But I think it goes both ways in the sense of, like I said, like opening up a car door for a lady. As a man, if I go and I open up the door for her, if by the time I make it around the car to my side, if my door ain't unlocked, you know what I mean? And maybe that's an expectation.
Shout out a Bronx Tale.
From a man that does open up the door, for a woman. If you know, if she don't reach over to extend that courtesy, then she's not being chivalrous either, right? I mean, that's an example of it, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not here to judge anybody, because at the end of the day, like Judy said that she loves being complimented, and you know what? Maybe I had caught her at a wrong time. Maybe she was just acting out of emotion. Maybe she had a bad day.
Or maybe you was the third or fourth, fifth nigga that told her that morning.
I don't doubt it. Beautiful. I don't doubt it. I don't know. But these dudes, bro, they be sending dick pics nowadays, and they don't even say hi first. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the trend nowadays. There's a whole bunch of lame ass dudes. Like, they trying to play the game that now females feel like, damn, they got to stay ahead of us. They got to play the game too. And now so much people are playing games, and it's like someone's playing chess. Now I'm playing checkers. Oh, now I'm playing roulette. Like, I'm not with that, bro. I'm not with playing no games. I'm done with that. I am who I am. And by what said, like, people will love you and hate you for the same reason. You know, one girl's gonna think, oh, I'm too flirty. One girl's gonna be like, whoa, he's friendly enough for me. He's outspoken. You know, like, so it doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna change for nobody unless it's a positive way that I'm gonna change my life. You feel me? Yeah. But I'm not gonna change to fit somebody else's needs if it's out of my own comfort zone.
Facts.
That's what I mean about don't change for nobody. And you shouldn't want to change to somebody else either. You should learn to accept them for what there is. And if that's what I'm saying, like, love is blind. You feel me? Like, sometimes you're so infatuated with this person so much that you feel like I can change this person for the better. For the better towards what standards though? To what you think is better.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And that goes back to like what we was talking before last week in regards to being molded into puzzle pieces to fit somebody else's need. If you're happy with who you are and you're confident with yourself, you're gonna attract more of that. And the person that you attract is gonna be the same way, because you're not gonna settle for anything less than your standards, you know, where you are. So
okay, so Liz Peter says that's the biggest problem is that, women, they just let it continue to let it happen. That's actually true. Respect is either earned or taken, period. And if, like I say, I might make you laugh, but don't ever take me as a joke. And that's what I'm saying. Once somebody crosses that line, you got to check them right there. Right. You got to let them know that, listen, that made me uncomfortable. That made me uncomfortable. I'll give you an example. Okay, so I'm Dominican, so we have a certain slang, just like Puerto Ricans have a certain slang, and Puerto Ricans, they like to call each other cabron. It's the same way how I say, yo, my nigga, my killer, whatever. Like, it's the same way. They use it like that. But I'm Dominican. My culture, that means you a cuerno. That means a cuerno means like all you do is get played and cheated on. You feel me? Something like that. So if somebody comes at me and he feels like it's cool, oh, let me look cabron, I'll be like, yo, real talk. I know what you mean. I know how you're saying it, but it still makes me uncomfortable. Now, he has two choices, respect it or not. The same way how I said, I had the same choice of accepting it or not.
Yeah.
Period.
And it doesn't necessarily mean you got to check somebody.
Oh, Shannon, hey, how y'all doing?
It can just be a communication, let them know how you feeling at that time. But you're right. If not, I think what happened is when people let it continue to happen, they start to have that feeling of being like a doormat or being stepped on or walked all over or taken advantage of. And those are the people that we say, okay, they too nice. And people take kindness for weakness, right? And I'm not saying that's fair, but that's what happens if you don't check it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just being direct with somebody.
So y'all tell me if chivalry is that is not. To move on to the next topic, Keith, I'm going to be honest with you, Keith. You're not going to like this. To be honest, it might even hurt your feelings, bro. But she doesn't like you, man. She never did. The reality is, bro, she was just bored. The reality is, you was just convenient. Period.
And you want to know something? I think that's something too. A lot of misconception.
That's how people get misled by.
Yeah. I was going to say a lot of misconception is that guys or men mislead women. We dogs. We use women, and maybe at some point in time that was the case. I know for a very long time that might have been the case because men have a bad rap for the longest. But
so you think more men play more games than women?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think it's still men out there playing the game.
I don't believe that. I think it's 50-50.
I think it's changed to the point to where now women are doing it
because they feel like they gotta catch up.
Well, and maybe that might be the case, but I think it's more so they just fed up and tired of men's shit.
Period. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So you're right. So
but it's not a sense of enough is enough and they're not going to take it no more. They might be switching to the other side and dating women now. No, it's if I can't beat them, I'm going to join them. Now it's to the point to where these girls have had their hearts broken so many times or have been played or have been misled or, like you said, some guy was just bored and took advantage of them.
But I'm saying, though,
and they feel that hurt, so they want somebody else to feel it.
At one point in time, we've all done this. You feel me? I'm 30 now. At one time, I was 20. At one time, I was a teenager. We've all done this. So, I'm not here preaching. We're speaking from experience. Yes, women do it too. Yes, like I said, she never liked you. She was just bored. The same way guys do it too. Like I'm saying, there's about being content with being in solitude. You feel me? Like, I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Whatever. Let me just text her. You ain't doing nothing. Whatever. She's flirting. I'm gonna flirt back. Whatever. But she don't know that. You feel me? I'm being selfish at that moment in time. You feel me? Like I'm misleading that person to believe that I actually feel a certain way when the reality is I'm just bored. That's extremely selfish of somebody to do.
Facts. Especially when, like we were talking about last week, time is something you can't get back. Don't waste somebody else's time because you're bored. Don't waste somebody else's time because at the end of the day, you're wasting your own.
Period. I'm happy single and dating whoever I want, but I keep it honest. You have to keep it honest. You always have to keep it real. Like we said, the show is called Brutally Honest for a reason. Not maliciously honest, not selectively honest. It's brutally honest.
Meaning no sugar-coated nothing. You get it straight, direct.
Straight shooter. Straight shooter. No chaser. No, I don't even want no rocks on it. Just give it to me straight. Matter of fact, with that being said, how's everybody doing today? Yo, when was the side chick born? Y'all tell me when was the side chick born. I'm going to tell y'all when the side chick was born, man.
Oh, man.
Remember that song? The boy is mine. Okay. Monica and Brandy.
I grew up with that, yeah. That was a jam. That was a jam.
At that point in time, women felt like they actually had to fight for a man's attention. That was just me trying to be funny. But the reality is, bro, and I hear this from a lot of female friends that I have. They tell me this, Keith. They tell me this. It's better to be the side chick because at least you know what's going on.
Wow.
Straight up. I'm like,
it's crazy because you also see shit like side chicks winning.
So it's better to be the side chick because you know what's going on. Damn. Is there truth to that? Do y'all think it's better to be the side chick?
That's actually a good question. I mean, my thought process on it is this, and I mean, not being any side or whatever, but I think they feel that way. I think women feel like nowadays, because men play too many games, because they don't want to be the one that get played or the one that looks stupid to an extent, I think what they do is they adapted the thought process that it's okay to just be the chick on the side. The no strings attached, the call you when I want it, don't bother you any other time type females. And they're okay with that. But the reality is this, as the side chick, how many sides are you to? Like, I mean, are you the side chick to just one nigga? Or are you the side for multiples? At what point do you want to stop being a side and be an entree?
I completely agree with everything you said, but I think it's more than that, Keith. I think it's a lot more. I think it's deeper than that. I think the origin of the issue is fear. Fear of being hurt again. And I feel like that's why some, not all, you feel me? That's why some females say, I'd rather be the side chick because I know what's going on. You'd rather be the side chick, but, okay, because you don't want to get hurt again. But like we just said, how much time are you going to waste being a side? Where's the future in the side? Because you got hope, or maybe he'll leave her. And if he does leave her and you become the main, he gonna have another side. Because once a cheater is always a cheater. I feel like it comes down to how much you value yourself. Listen, I know we've all been hurt. I know it's hard for us to open ourselves. I know it's hard for us to make ourselves vulnerable to others. But most times, if the person, you have to give people a reasonable of the doubt. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, life is balance. You can't just have it all good. Everything comes in moderation. Like, you know, I don't know if I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say it anyway. It's the battle of love and evil. And it's like, if you believe in God, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I don't like to talk about religion or politics. If you believe in good, you have to believe in evil too. So check it like this. Because I believe in good, no, matter of fact, I'm going to say shit. Because I believe in evil, I ain't going to take shit from nobody. Mm-hmm. But because I believe in good, I'm not going to fuck them up either. It's a balance to this. You feel me? Sometimes you have to put your foot down. Yes, you could be nice. But like you said, if you're just nice, you're just a doormat. Everybody's just going to walk over you. There's going to come a time where you're going to have to stand up for yourself. And that's when you let people know. That's how you check people. Let them know, like, listen, I do not like to get treated like that. It all comes with self-value, bro. And so, like, a hoe is a hoe. And I don't give a shit about what situation you come from. Well, I don't care. If you do hoe shit, you're a hoe, Keith.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not you. I'm just saying in general.
And I get that, and I'm not taking that personal. But what I was going to say is this. That might be the case, but I always feel like this. Like you said, the matter of balance. I think if you was a hoe and you was doing hoe shit, I think that's going to stick with you as far as your reputation is concerned, wherever you at. But if you move and start somewhere else, you might not be the hoe there.
I'm saying having self-respect. Like I said, valuing yourself. And that's what I'm saying. Okay, so you've been cheated on. Now you feel like it's okay for you to cheat on somebody else? Why are you going to lower yourself? Why are you going to lower yourself down to their level? Okay, so you had a bad breakup. Right now, I don't want to be with nobody. I just want to have a good time and just have fun. You know what? Have a good time. Go have fun. That does not mean you got to be easy and sleep with everybody. And that's what I mean. Oh, I'm heartbroken. So I'm just going to smash whoever. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're heartbroken or not. What's your value? So now all of a sudden, okay, so now you're heartbroken and now you're losing yourself too? When you're supposed to be on this path of finding yourself? No, they're so, I don't want to be alone. I got to go and be with somebody else instead of just healing themselves and taking that time.
But see, it's a cycle. And I mean, you got to understand that. They're already going through it in their relationships. For whatever reason, they're now single. And instead of figuring out what caused that or communicating and having some type of balance, they then say, okay, in order to balance what I felt in my relationship, I now have to go off and do this extra shit to sort of, because I did this, now I got to go do this to even it out.
Or maybe
just like I said, some people end up hurting. It's like if I can't beat them, I'm going to join them kind of a thing. Like if a girl, like they said, once a good girl goes bad, she gone forever. If she was a good girl in high school and she got cheated on, then she went to college and tried it again, gave a guy another chance. You know what? She let that guard down. And he cheated on her. Guess what? By the time she out of high school and she ready to start life, you think that woman trusts a man? Hell no.
Really?
She might be at the point of saying now, you know what? I've been played so many times, I'm going to do it to somebody. Nah. And it's not everybody, but I think most are doing that nowadays.
I don't know, Keith. I feel like with the situation and the example that you just said, I feel like all that did was raise a whole bunch of red flags, and now that female knows exactly what she's willing to put up with. And she already sees the signs from the jump. You feel me? Like I posted, the more you realize in your life what you want, the less you're going to be willing to put up with the things that you don't.
Agreed.
Period, bro.
But they got to learn that lesson.
And listen, and I'm not here talking about judging a book by its cover. If I don't know you, then I don't know you. But if you're doing whole shit, then you're doing whole shit. And the main reason why I don't judge is, well, obviously, I grew up in the church, so I'm kind of used to being judged because, I mean, look at me, earrings, tattoos, swag, and all that. But I'm saying, like, there's 100 sides to every story. And that's why I feel like I don't want to judge. I've been in a lot of situations where I had to do a lot of fucked up shit to reach my goals. And that's what I'm saying. I don't care about the process. I just care about the results. Listen, if you got to work a 9 to 5 to fulfill your dreams, if you got to hustle to fulfill your dreams, if you got to start your own business to fulfill your dreams, then you know what? By all means, do what you got to do. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is results. I don't care how you build that building. Is it sturdy? I'm not over here asking you. I ain't no architect. I ain't here asking you for the blueprint. How did you do it? You think they really care how they make that cake as long as that cake is good, bro?
Never.
And that's just human of us. Dímelo, Wanda, que lo que. How much you are willing to tolerate is the key. How much you are willing to tolerate depends on how much you really value yourself, how much you learn from your past experiences. Obviously, we've all gone through experiences and things like that, but not all of us learn from it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't like to judge. I've been judged. I don't care about the process. All I care about is the results. You feel me? And the reality is, like, we come from a place called Earth that, Keith, when you start doing you, when you try to start better in your life, they gonna say, oh, you acting brand new.
Oh, definitely.
They gonna say, he funny. Oh, how come he don't come around anymore? You know what? You calling me brand new? Not yet. I'm trying to be, though. I'm trying to be a better person.
And the crazy thing about it is that you're right. It's 2018 and we live in a time where you can be friends with somebody and the moment you start doing better than them, the hate starts. Because they're not doing it? Or because they don't believe in you? Combination of both? Or what? Nah. And ultimately, it's like you said, bro. It's their perception. Well, you start doing better for you, and like you said, they believe you to be brand new. You don't have to change. It could just be if you're no longer, like I said last week, if you're taking out distractions or you're subtracting the distractions and adding value to yourself and your time to better who you are, if they don't see that and grow with you, then you know what? They need to be left where they at. The reality is too, Keith, I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just adding on. The reality is that the person you're becoming is going to cost you people, relationships. You know what?
even materialistic things. But you know what? You should choose that person over everything. Because that person that you're becoming is what's going to lead to your happiness.
And you want to know something, Stitch? I agree with you 100% on that. That's why I posted earlier this week. It's not you, Ma.
I'm just on another level.
I'm just on a new level. And the reason that I say that is because that's exactly where I'm at my point in my life, where I'm at a point to where I don't even care about females. I don't care about chasing or any of that. Like, that wasn't
females that are not worth your time.
Yeah. Point taken, not even worth it.
Oh,
but what I mean
so
is
you
this.
do settle if you find someone that's worth it.
But what I mean is this. I'm not even looking because I'm focused on me. I'm trying to better me. So when I do decide, you know what, I want to find somebody, I'm the best me I can present to that person.
I'm not.
And what I mean by that is this. But
I am aware of it, though.
Point taken. But what I mean by that is this. And I mean, you know me a little bit better, but just putting it out there. When I say I'm bettering myself, that means I might be working out. That means I might be being more productive in working, multiple jobs, things like that. But I'm bettering me.
What are you talking about? You're talking about that you're actually living your life instead of dying slow? Is that what you're doing?
One of those things.
Are you talking about what ambition? Yeah. Oh, you're talking about inspiration and motivation.
It's drive and stuff like that.
Oh, so you're becoming a man.
Well,
that's what a man does.
Well,
and a woman.
Here's the reality of it. I'm leading by example. And what I mean is, we don't just sit here and talk to people on the computer and we don't live this life.
We're not? We're not just here just talking to people? No?
No.
Then what are we doing, Keith?
We like we said,
inspire others and opening people's minds.
It's a part of what I believe in and we see is it's a lifestyle, it's a choice. It's an active decision. But we here to better ourselves. We here to talk to you guys about things that other people don't want to talk about. Hopefully it help you guys better yourselves. And that's why we do this. Like, we here to reach people. One of the things you said is, you love helping people, but only if they want it and they're open to it and they're not ignorant.
They have to be open to help. You can't help nobody that doesn't want to be helped. Period.
Exactly.
That's period. You can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. And you have to come to a point that you have to realize that the more you try to help somebody that doesn't even want it, the more you're holding yourself back. The more you're picking up that baggage with you for no reason. That's what I'm saying. By the time you realize it, it'll already be too late. You feel me? By the time you realize it, a whole year has gone. And what you're doing, you're trying to look out. Look, yo, you got to do this, man. You got to do that. Like, when the reality is, right now, sometimes, Keith, guys and gems, it's okay to be a little bit selfish. It's okay to put yourself first.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, only you can't take care of somebody else if you're not good yourself. I can't help you if I still need to help myself. Now, with that being said, like, I love the way our minds work. Like, our mind is like a computer. You know how powerful a computer is? But look how powerful that computer is when it's connected to other computers. Just like the internet. Now, let's scratch that word computer and let's put mind. That's why we're doing this. This is why we do this, so we could keep opening people's minds. I got no time for ignorance. At the end of the day, if you already know, then you already know what you're even asking me for. Matter of fact, don't even ask me for advice if you're not even willing to take it. Like, because I'll tell you something, and then you give me the rebuttal, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Reality is, the rebuttal is confirmation that I'm touching something.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because that's a defense mechanism. So when I see that, I'm going to be like, no, you don't love yourself. You don't. Like, yes, I do, blah, 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 blah. No, you don't. Because if you did, you knew better. You just didn't do better because love is blind. And we all fall for it, That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's funny because once you start doing good, once you're good, like, let me ask you guys this. Why is it that after you're successful, now all of a sudden people want to give you opinions? Oh man, I need to lose weight. Or I just lost 20 pounds. Now they want to give me diet tips. Where was you when my fat ass couldn't even stand on a damn treadmill? You know what? You should be doing this. You should do this for your business and all this. I'm like, yo, where was you when I was shooting in the gym? I tell you why. Because now you're being noticed. Now you're out there. And that's the only reason.
And I think that's why it goes back to what you were saying earlier about it's not about the process. It's about the results. Because at the end of the day, are you doing it for people to notice what you're doing? Or are you doing it because the end result is what you want? And that's why you started it to begin with.
Well, before we get to the final thought, this is something that I promised, so I'm going to get to it. Now, Amanda Ortiz, thank you again for allowing me to discuss this on our show. She posted this, Keith. I didn't even tell you this because I wanted a genuine response from you, right? And from you guys too. It goes like this. I find it so disrespectful if you're liking someone's pictures that you used to mess with or talk to when you're in a relationship. Who else agrees? Do you, ladies and guys, Keith, I'm going to give you my opinion on that after I hear yours. Do y'all think it's disrespectful if you're in a relationship and that person is liking their exes or someone they talk to or mess with pics? Keep it brutal. I don't want to hear about it depends on the situation. No. She clearly, she wants a straight response. And this is what we're going to give her. You feel me? If you're in a relationship. So it's a relationship.
It is disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
Because you've already committed to somebody else. Why are you looking back in the past?
Why are you looking back at the past? So should they unfriend each other?
And not necessarily, but at the same time, you don't necessarily, and what I mean by that is, you don't necessarily have to cut communications. I mean, whatever the situation was, it may not be a hate thing, but I'm not saying cut communication, but at the same time, as far as liking pictures, if you're in a relationship with somebody else that you moved on to and you're liking the pictures of somebody else, it is disrespectful.
It is disrespectful. At the end of the day, I don't care what the situation is. I'm not going to come out here and talk about, oh, it depends on this or it depends on that. The reality is, she asked, if you're in a relationship and you're over here liking your ex's pictures, is it disrespectful? You damn right it's disrespectful. I don't even care if it's a damn selfie.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a selfie. Because it's like, is that double tap that serious? Is it that serious? But now, am I being petty?
No, not at all, because, in that situation, and I know you said it doesn't depend, the situation doesn't matter because you're in a relationship, but in that situation, if you're looking at and you feel the need to take the extra second to like it, because you could have looked at him and like, damn, that's what I left, that's what it was, you liked it, damn, she looked bad, she still looked good.
But if you can't like their pictures, why even be friends?
But why take the extra second to like it? You can keep scrolling. You scroll through everything else that isn't relevant. If you take that extra second to actually click the button, then there's more to it than what you're saying it is. And that's just my take on it.
Well, with that being said, Keith, would you like to give me your final thought before we end it today?
I guess my final thought with everything, and it goes back to what I have posted on my page about being on a new level. When somebody is direct and somebody is telling you something for face value, whether it's what they expect out of a relationship or what they're doing with their lives, take that for face value. Meaning, if somebody's being direct and telling you they don't want something or this is what they're doing, if you're not moving in the direction with them, make it known that y'all aren't on the same paths, and maybe what you think y'all was working towards, it should just be friendship and leave it at that. I think too many times we push for the things we want in somebody, not realizing that they're telling you to your face it's not what they want. So I think maybe listen a little bit more on my final thought and understand that everybody's not going to be on the same page as you.
I say final thought and they'd be like, oh, what is this, Jerry Springer? You know what? My final thought is always, what I love to do. I am an inspirational speaker. This is what I'm born forth with. Yeah, I do music. I love music. Music is in my veins. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not here trying to get signed. I do music because I love it. Now, as far as the feedback that I've been getting from people, as far as the single I got and the new acquired fans and they quoting my bars, I'm like, yeah, I'm speechless. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all. I completely appreciate all the feedback. I've been writing music for 20 years. I've been writing for 20 years. I've been doing music for 10. So I'm pretty nice. I have to say that because I have to be confident in myself. Obviously, I could still get better, but the reality is, if you don't like my music, you don't know about lyrics. Now, as far as my final thought, when I said, I am an inspirational speaker, so I always want to end it on an inspirational note. With a little short story of what happened to me today. I'm going through and the security asks me, you always smiling, man. You always laughing, man. You always in a good mood, man. You always up and jittery, man. Like what's your secret? What's your secret? And I paused for like a second and I'm like, you know what, man? Like my secret is I just got a lot of faith in God, man. I just got a lot of faith that no matter what we go through, everything will always be all right. No matter what it is, no matter how much it thunders, no matter how much it rains, the sun will shine brighter. Always keep your mind open. Always be yourself. And to the people that believe in me, to the people that don't, I have one thing to say. I love you all. God bless ya.
Keeping it brutally honest, your boy Stitch and Keith.